Hi, Chris again from Chris Swift Studio. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to search for media and also filter media. Okay, let's start finding some media and filtering our searches. If you checked out our other video, the timeline index, you can see one way to find media that's already in your timeline by using this little known but very useful timeline index. So do check that out. Another way to find media that we're going to be doing in this video is up here in the event browser in this search box. Now, if I just wanted a quick one-off here to find all clips named tennis, there they go, or all clips with parade in the name, or even actually PAR in the name, I can do that. But then the power of this thing really starts becoming apparent when you use the keyboard shortcut Command F. When you get Command F, now you get this window. And you've got this first text one where originally the name of the clip, tennis or parade or whatever your clip name is, it'll filter down and show only those. And then you have all these other options. And we're going to be going through each one of these to do sub-filtering. So you can get excruciatingly fine and exquisite results on all your media using combinations of these. Okay, first thing I want to point out is that on most of these clips, I've put keywords and marked them as a favorite. The blue line indicates that keywords are attached to this clip. The green line indicates I've marked it as a favorite, the whole clip. And this orange bar shows that I have used only this part of this clip in the timeline. Now, if you do not see this orange line here, come up to View, and then come down to here. Now this is a toggle switch, so I've already done this. So now my only option is to hide the used media ranges. But if you have not done this and don't see those orange lines, it's going to say show used media ranges. Okay, and about it. As you can see, I've marked an in point and an out point on this clip and marked just that as a favorite and used just that in the timeline. Okay, let's start to do an example of some of these searches here. Let me type in tennis, and that'll bring up my only 3 clips with tennis in it. And now let's come down to ratings. 2 of them are rated as favorites, so those are the only 2 that are shown, or the rejected. I haven't rejected any. Okay, what else could I show on this? Now let's say, okay, I wanted to go back to ratings and favorites, and now I want to, well, it's not going to be media type because these are just video with audio, the 3 tennis clips. Okay, but it can show still images or again audio only and video only, as you can see there. Okay, we don't need to see that. How about just type rather than media type? Okay, now I haven't set up any of this kind of stuff, but if you have, again, take a look. You can filter down to show audition clips or synchronized compound multicam layered graphic, and it can also show projects. If you have 2 or more projects, now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. If you have 2 or more projects, then it's going to show that. There are the projects. Okay, get rid of that. Let's get back to tennis. Used media, again, there we go with that. This is very useful. Now you see what happened here. Look what happened to this orange bar here. When I get rid of that, I only use this small section of the clip, but when I do search for used media, this entire clip shows me that only that one section that I have set the range on with the in point and the out point and used it on the timeline. and also obviously any unused stuff. That's the unused stuff. Now this stuff is the used and the unused is really useful if you've got, say, you've shot a wedding or a music video or something, and you have many clips shot at different angles of kind of the same sort of thing, and you've used some of them, not used others. The last thing you want to do is accidentally put clips or parts of clips in a timeline that have been used before, and the audience will know, and it'll just be really boring to be seeing the same clip again that you've accidentally put in. So this is a great way to show you. Filter down. Okay, unused. All right, these are just the unused tennis ones. I can go ahead and use those in my timeline if I want to. Stabilization, I haven't stabilized any of these shots, so nothing is going to show up. Keywords, I have put keywords on most of these clips. Include any, include all, do not include any, do not include all. I'm going to say include all. And I'm going to uncheck everything. These three clips are already about tennis, so I don't care about the keyword tennis. I am going to look for only those shots that are showing forehand, and it happens to be all of them. And I'm going to look for ones that only show a serve, and that happens to be only these two. So now I can filter down by keyword the value of putting keywords on your clips, so you can go back and do really excellent searches and narrow down to exactly what you want. Okay, the clips that only show Rennie, and there are only two of them. And how about Sarin? There's only one of them that shows Sarin, so I put the keywords in there by name also. What else have we got going on here? People. Now, when you import clips, and even after you import clips, what you can do is you can command the program, if you will, to find people, and then put the results of those finding people into a smart collection that you could take a look at later. Our video on metadata goes over that. So I haven't done that on any of these clips, so it's not going to bring up anything. But if you already have created this collection of this folder that has all your clips in there for people, this is what you will be able to filter by. So you can narrow down to all the shots already identified, only with people in them. Format information. Okay, here we've got, check this out. I can filter by reel, scene, take, all of this stuff down here. Camera name, camera angle, audio sample rate. So as I said before, your searching for media can get quite fantastic. Let's search for, oh, I tell you what I want to do. Let's go back to all our clips. And let's search for reel 1 clips, and it's only those. How about reel 2 is nothing. I have nothing on reel 2. Reel 3 is at the beach. Reel 4 is hiking around. Reel 5 is the parade. So we've got reel 5, scene 1. And it's just that one. Scene 2, just that one. Scene 3, just that one. Scene 4, etc. So now I'm filtering down by reel and scene, and I can also filter down by take. And I won't be going through all of these, but here's an idea. Take 2, there's nothing to take 2. Everything was done in one take. Nice job. Okay. And again, you get these options over here. The reel includes reel 5, or it doesn't include it, or it is reel 5, or it is not reel 5. Okay. And then date. You can filter all your shots by date, and this is fantastic. Content created or date imported. So let's say I imported this one still image of a misty lake. I imported this in the last one day. And as you can see, I won't go through every single one of these, but check out your options. The date is exactly, or is before or after, or date is in the last 10 days, or is not in the last 10 days. Pretty good, huh? And you can search for everything up from hours to years. Okay. And the last one will be roles. You can filter by roles. Also include any, again, include all, does not include any, does not include all. And I'm going to uncheck them all. And how about video? Okay, so those are all my video clips. It will not, now for this image, this is a still image, right? But it's brought in and it's called as a video, which is not really right. But it's showing as a video. Okay, titles, I don't have any titles, or except for the project, of course. Dialogue, there you go. Well, they're all video and dialogue, aren't they? Do I have any music? Filter by just the music? No. And no effects either, actually. But you can filter by role is your other option. Okay, pretty good. So now let's say I want to look for the parade clips, and I want to look for the favorites, and what else? And I want to look for Saren and Rinny. It's only these two. Now I can press here, New Smart Collection, and you see what happens over here. There it is, New Smart Collection. Okay, so I've got all this, right? And then I can put this in, Parade. And there it is. So if I want to get back to that smart collection that contains only those clips that I filtered, that's the way to create that. Pretty cool. Okay, guys, that's a good run through of how to search for and filter all your media that you find that you have imported into the event browser, again, regardless of whether you brought them into the timeline or not. Have fun with that one. Pretty good. Make your life a little bit easier. Thanks for checking us out. We'll see you next time.